For the next question, what we have to do after a case has been successfully created, an email would be sent to the contact of that case if it is present that it has been successfully created with the case number. A follow up mail to the owner of the case will be sent after 8 hours of the creation date if the case is still not closed and the priority is high. So, 8 hours for high priority and open, not closed case. If the priority is medium, so what we are going to do, we are going to send the mail to the owner after 12 hours instead of 8. And if the priority is low, we are going to the mail to the owner after 16 hours. For this purpose, I have used a flow. Yeah. So I've used this record trigger flow. So record trigger flow for a case object, and it will work after every case has been created. So I have here there is an option of schedules path. So I like what I have done here is one, it runs immediately. So that is the path which is defined by default. Second, I've created a path which will run when the case has been created, and after that 8 hours after that. For higher priority, for medium priority it is 12 hours after, and for low priority it is 16 hours after. Now, if it is immediately, according to our question, immediately we have to mail our contact that the case has been created. So, first we are checking if the contact is even present. Otherwise, the flow will result in an error if there is no recipient or destination present. So, I'm just checking if the record has a contact ID which has an email and it is not null. So, for in that case, I'm going to send an email. So, yeah, so this is actually just an email alert. I can open the alert here. Yes, this is the email alert I have used, and it is mailing to the contact email. So yeah, so it will mail to the contact email, and the body and the email template. I have just created some classic template, and uh, you can preview it. Okay, let's create one email and just see if it actually reaches or not. I'll create one record. So for example, I'm going to create a new record, and let's keep some contact my mail, and yeah, so I'm going to save this, and here. Yeah, so case has been created to my mail, and the mail ID is sagrika310 at the rate gmail. We'll quickly go. Let's see if it has come right now. Yes, there it is. So what we have created right now is case number 1182. So here it is. Case has been created, and the case number is 100000118. Uh, Let us try to create a case which does not have any contacts in it. So basically, there is no recipient. Yeah, so still the case has been created with no errors. That is because I have checked beforehand if there is a contact email even present, and also in case suppose this the contact email we will be adding, suppose if that is like not a valid email id, so suppose at the rate g.c, so something like that email id might not exist. So even if the contact email id is present, so which means like it will come in this branch of the flow, it still will not be able to send the mail because it will give an error, probably zero or zero recipient. So in that case, I've just added a fault line, just an action, and yeah, so this is an action in case like It will just post in the charter that case error in the case create flow, and I have posted it in the record which it has been created, just so we know whether the email has, like, email sending has failed despite there being an email present. Now that was for contact. Now the other part of the question went to say a follow-up mail to the owner of the case. So we have three branches for high priority, medium, and low priority. High priority branch will run after 8 hours of creation, medium will after 12, and the low priority after 16 hours. Here, similarly, I will have to check whether the priority equals to high and the status is still not closed for that case. Now I'll go ahead and check if there is a contact and if that contact has a mail. If these four conditions are met after 8 hours, then basically here I will similarly send a mail alert, and the mail alert, and this mail alert is supposed to be sent to the case owner instead of the contact. So here the recipient will be the case owner. And again, it's a simple follow-up case. So 8 hours is a long time. So I have already opened some other case. So yeah, it will just say in this case has been sent to the owner for a follow-up. So this kind of things, it will go automatically to the owner. Uh, yeah. So, and again, similarly, I have added a fault line here. This apex action, it's in another question, so I'll talk about it then. Similarly, for the medium priority and a different email alert, and then for a low priority and email alert, and all of them also has fault lines, so the basically the flow will never break. So yes, so this was the fourth question.